Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I am a manifestation and soul realignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'll be covering some of the healthy assumptions that are actually quite limiting. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires, big or small, I can definitely help you. You can find all the information in the description below. And of course, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon in order to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. So let's get started. So in today's video, I'll be covering some of the advice or healthy assumptions one usually creates as they're growing up, but ultimately could result in having limiting beliefs or limiting assumptions or assumptions that limit you from getting what you want. So in today's video, I'll be covering some of these most common healthy assumptions that actually could be limiting. So as we are growing up, there are a lot of these sayings or things that people say in order for us to make peace with certain situations or to help us navigate through life. And a lot of the times when we get hung up on these assumptions, we realize that actually certain things are indeed limiting us. While they came about from a healthy perspective, from a place of helping you live a more balanced life or helping you prioritize whatever it is the assumption is, it's also in a sense limiting you. And I'll cover what some of these really are. So going into some of the most common healthy assumptions, money does not bring happiness, or you don't need money to be happy. And they often say that money creates problems for people. It's often been the reason why, let's say, brothers or sisters fight or families are broken because of money. So as a result, people start to feel that, oh no, money is the root of all evil, or I don't need money to be happy. Kind of like you're at peace with not having it. Ultimately, while money does not necessarily make you happy, if you keep saying, I don't need money to be happy, you're affirming that you don't need money. So yes, while you want to be happy regardless of what money you have, you kind of want to neutralize whatever assumptions you have around money so that you don't manifest yourself not having it. Or you do manifest the money, but then you're unhappy. And I've had clients also tell me, we want to have a lot of money, but we don't want to change, as if that's expected that you're going to change, that they kind of identify that money means I'm going to become something other than what I am today. Again, here, that is an assumption that when you start having a lot of money, your behaviors are going to change in a way that's negative. So you want to make sure that you don't have any sort of judgments or assumptions around money. Money is just a tool of exchange. It is neither good nor bad. It's only what judgments you place on it. That's the number one thing that people often say. The second thing is good things take time. Good things take time. So you're kind of saying, well, for me to get the good that I want or the blessings, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna need time and effort even. Also, a very common healthy assumption that kind of helps people make peace with their realities, that sometimes you need a bit of time to get what you want. Actually, things don't need to take time. It's a mental shift away. And I always say that the reality that you desire is a mental shift away. It's all about how much resistance you are holding, and sometimes that's part of the resistance. These assumptions are part of the resistance. The reason why you delay your manifestations, you're believing or buying into these assumptions. So release that assumption that good things take time. Now you may persist with something, with a desire, because it's very important to you. That's something else, but it does not have to take time, if that makes sense. The third one that's super common, and I'm guilty of saying that, is you're happily single. It's very good to be happily single. Just don't affirm for that. So don't say I am happily single, or I am single and free, or I am happily unmarried or unattached, because ultimately what you're going to do is continue to manifest that. If you want to remain single, that's okay, that's perfectly okay, but be careful about impressing that as an assumption, because then you're also saying that if you were in a relationship, you're not going to be happy, or you're kind of going to manifest yourself to remain single. Even when you change your mind about wanting to be single, you find it hard to let that go. Now here, I want to emphasize that this does not mean that you should not be whole and complete on your own. That's why I always tell my clients, whenever I create affirmations for them, I give them this affirmation that I am whole and complete in a relationship and equally whole and complete on my own. So you're not giving a preference. You're not saying I'm whole and complete on my own. So you want to be very careful, because these words have power. I am whole and complete, period, without saying anything. Or I am whole and complete in a relationship and equally whole and complete on my own. Or vice versa, you can say it the other way around. So that's another thing. The fourth thing is work comes first. And this is something that in my culture is very much said, in my family even, like both sides of my family, my cousins, like it's in my family where we say work comes first. Work comes first. So kind of everything else is second. And what ends up happening is you manifest that. You're not manifesting in other areas because work is always the first thing that comes, right? So you kind of also put other things on the back burner. You kind of only focus on work and find it harder to balance your life in the process. So again, here, that's affirming that work comes first and everything is second. It's important to have that drive and eagerness to do good work, but at the same time, be careful not to affirm for that, because then that's what your life will show you, whereby you're succeeding in work, but not necessarily in other life areas. So if you have other healthy assumptions that you have been taught since you were young, definitely do share them in the comments below. That will be super helpful for others. These are the ones that come to the top of my mind. I hope that this sheds some light on some of the things that we assume, that we think are healthy ways of looking at things, but actually they may be limiting to us. Be careful of that and always keep yourself in check. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.